to make her life functional, and we have to prevent her from having any other infection.
She was not able to really sit up on bed. It was difficult for her to even move her limbs.
We really tried to work on her motivation and her muscle strength.
She has difficulty in breathing with high respiratory and ventilator settings.
It's a very rare disease, 1 in a million such type of disease.
That eventually led to low oxygen levels and high carbon dioxide levels in the blood.
كانت حالتها النفسية والمعنوية جدا صعبة. السلام عليكم، شحالك بشرى؟ شخبارك اليوم؟ إن شاء الله طيبة؟ الحمد لله يا رب. اليوم إن شاء الله بتجلسين على الكرسي المتحرك؟ إن شاء الله. يلا نشوفك على خير. ابتدت قصة بشرى في أمانة للنساء والأطفال سنة 2021. أول ما وصلت عندنا بشرى كانت حالتها النفسية والمعنوية جدا صعبة.
So when Bushra was first admitted into Amana Healthcare, Women and Children's Long-Term Hospital, she was very demotivated. But I mean, this is understandable because she was very deconditioned. She lost a lot of her life roles, meaning that she was no longer independent in all of her daily tasks.
When she came, she was quite agitated, and she was depressed. She was not looking, means there was no eye-to-eye contact. She was not communicating.
So when Bushra came to us for the first time, her medical or complex condition has caused significant breathing problems. This led to respiratory failure and in her case required mechanical ventilation. These issues may have resulted from her muscle weakness.
It is genetical disorder, so there is no direct therapy or clear-cut therapy. Only thing is that we have to make her life functional, and we have to prevent her from having any other infection, or like quality of life should improve.
When she was admitted into our facility, she needed a lot of assistance from the nurses to do basic things like bathing, dressing, combing her hair. She didn't have the motivation or the week or the strength to do that on her own.
دوري أنا كموظفة في قسم شؤون المرضى والأسرة أن نكون كحلقة وصل يعني بين الأسرة والمرضى والطاقم الطبي كذلك، من حيث أن يعني نقدم لهم المساعدة المعنوية والنفسية، وبالإضافة لذلك نلبي الاحتياجات الممكنة لهم. مثل ما نعرف يعني حالات المرضى في أمان الرعاية الصحية تحتاج للدعم منا نحن كفريق قسم شؤون المرضى والأسرة.
Here at Amana Healthcare, Women's and Children's Long-Term Hospital, we as respiratory therapists take charge of her ventilation management. Particularly, we play closely monitoring her ventilator status. We do diagnostic tests like arterial blood gas analysis in order to assess her oxygenation and ventilation status, and then adjust the ventilator settings accordingly.
Myself and the physiotherapist, we sat together and we planned a very specific, holistic program using the client-centered approach.
Good morning.
Good morning, doctor.
So how is Bushra today?
Oh, Bushra, she's very fine today.
Okay.
Vitally stable. All the parameters are within the limits.
Okay, okay. And so what is the plan today? We will go to garden? She
Yes.
will be taken to garden?
Yes,
Okay, that's good. And night she had a good sleep.
she had a good sleep, doctor.
No issues with her
No issues at all.
ventilator also.
No
Okay,
issues.
everything.
No.
We as respiratory therapists here at Amana are very particular with her chest clearance, her airway clearance therapy. Specifically, we have done different chest physiotherapy modalities for her. We have done cough assist therapy in order that we lessen or lower the risk for lung infection or pneumonia.
Bushra, in the beginning, initially when we see her, she's have muscle weakness and difficulty in some mobility in the bed.
من خلال إقامتها في أمان الرعاية الصحية لاحظنا أنها أكثر بدأت تتطور شوي شوي، بدأت تتفاعل مع العلاج الطبيعي، مع العلاج الوظيفي، ونفسيتها صارت متحسنة من نفسياً ومعنوياً ما شاء الله عليها.
We have a multidisciplinary team approach here, right from the respiratory therapy, then physiotherapy, occupational therapy.
In Bushra's case, we need physiotherapy because of the muscle weakness, and then she has a difficulty in mobility.
It's a very rare disease, 1 in million such type of disease. Bringing her to this status, like what she is today, so that is a success story for Amana.
We also looked at cognitive skills and increasing her social participation as well. And we do this through various activities, arts and craft, which she really loves, garden trips. So whenever after our sessions we take her to the garden, and she's really fascinated and really enjoys being outside, taking pictures of the flowers.
Bushra has dramatically improved. From looking at her now, from the first time that I saw her, she was not able to really sit up on bed. It was difficult for her to even move her limbs because of that muscle weakness. It was very challenging to mechanically ventilate Bushra.
من خلال جودة الحياة قدرنا نركز على عدة جوانب، منها صارت بشرى تحسينها مختلطة معنا اجتماعياً، حتى تاخذ أوقات لفة على المستشفى وتكون مستانسة بالجو الغرفة وهالأمور. بالإضافة لذلك الاحتفالات الرسمية وأعياد الميلاد اللي نقدمها للمرضى، هذا غير جزء كبير من حالتهم النفسية يعني.
But with the help of the multidisciplinary team, we were able to improve her lung function. And you can see her now looking at her going around the facility.
We've really seen a massive improvement. So I think it's safe to say that Bushra is an Amana success story because, you know, she's just shown a lot of resilience during this journey, and, you know, she brings so much joy to everyone around us, and she just brings so much happiness and smiles because she's been so determined and resilient.
Because of the therapy can help Bushra to gain the muscle strength, and we can also help her in mobility like turning, and then for the range of motion, we can also improve also the muscle flexibility through stretching.
And looking at her now, going around the facility on her wheelchair, despite being mechanically ventilated, being able to do that without any signs of respiratory distress, for us is fulfilling.
صارت بشرى الحين جزء كبير من عائلة أمانة الرعاية الصحية، حيث أنها نلاحظها تشارك في فعالياتنا، مختلطة مع الكل، عندها تجاوب معانا، الكل يزورها يشوفها، جدا مبسوطة هي بالأجواء اللي نقدم لها إياها.
Everybody work very hard to bring her up to this status.
She is really a survivor. She is a strong woman, and she is willing to improve herself, her respiratory status.
So Bushra has definitely made progress because of our strong MDT here at Amana Healthcare, and we make sure that everything that we do as the MDT is client-centered and focused as to give her the best that she needs.
Because of the expert team, Bushra now have a good quality of life, able to manage to control her her motorized wheelchair. She is the one moving it, the joystick, going to the left, to the right, through the level surface, through the ramps.
أنا أشوف بشرى قصتها قصة ناجحة، وانكتب لها عمر جديد بين عائلتها وعائلة أمانة للرعاية الصحية.